Hello, I'm Ron Windred. Today I'd like to talk to you about meditation. This video is really being made for those of you who are considering taking up meditation or who are just fairly new to it. Your long-term success in meditation is going to depend upon one very important thing, and that's a real understanding of why you want to do it. Unless you can answer that question, you're really wasting your time. So my number one tip is, before you even start, is to go and find some good books or find some good videos or talk to some reputable meditation teacher about what are the benefits to be derived from meditation. Once you understand those benefits, then it becomes very easy to enter into your daily practice. Now, I mentioned the word daily practice. Meditation really has a long-term build-up, and it comes from that daily practice. It is better to meditate for just a little bit of time every day than to meditate for a lot of time once every now and then. So another important tip for those of you considering taking up meditation is to work out whether you really have the time to devote to the practice. Now, a good length of time to meditate is around 20 minutes. That's the time that I meditate myself, and it's the time that most teachers teach you to meditate for. However, 1 minute a day is better than no minutes a day. In fact, you can even use this as a way of working up. If you find it very hard to commit to like 20 minutes a day, 15-20 minutes a day, you can start off with just 1 minute. But the important thing is to take the same time every day and devote that 1 minute. So the other thing you need to do is to look at your schedule to work out whether you are better to meditate in the morning or whether you prefer to meditate in the evening. Have you got plenty of free time in the morning or plenty of free time in the evening? Wherever you find it, then you commit to that time. For example, at a certain hour every day, I know that I'm going to meditate. That's another important tip. This builds up a habit force because your body gets conditioned to knowing that at, for example, 5 o'clock every day, you're going to sit down and meditate for 20 minutes. And this is an enormous help in the meditation practice. Now that you've worked out that you can devote this certain time, let's just return back to that 1 minute. You can start out with just 1 minute, build it to 2 minutes, build it to 3 minutes, and just keep adding a minute a day until you get up to the 20 minutes. That's another easy way to work into it. Now, another little thing, I keep saying 20 minutes, and I keep saying any time is better than no time. So if you really only can find 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes is preferable to no minutes. It is much better to meditate for 10 minutes every day. Some of you might find that you can go the full commitment and meditate twice a day. This is preferable, once in the morning, once in the evening. So now that you've worked out and you understand the reasons why you want to meditate and you've worked out that you've got the time, another good tip is to come back and do your meditation in the same place every day. So, for example, I have a place in my home where there's a chair that's always there, and I always sit in that chair to meditate. Now, I also travel a fair bit, so it's very hard to stay in that one chair, in that one room all the time. So a little technique that you can do just to give continuity, to take the place with you, so to speak, is you can take a shawl or a blanket and place it over the chair and then sit in it while you meditate. Then when you travel, you pack up your shawl or blanket and you take it with you. And when you're in, for example, your motel room, you just get a chair, place out your shawl or blanket and sit on it, so it gives that sense of being in that same spot. Try and stick as much as you can when you're traveling to the same time commitment, and that will also make you much more proficient in your meditation practice. Now again, I've mentioned about the time. I use the example of 5 o'clock. Often when I'm attending seminars, they're still running till 6 o'clock. So on those days I meditate at 6 o'clock. It's very simple. Just be as flexible as you can. Don't get too rigid. I also mentioned about sitting in a chair. Now, in our Western society, most of us don't have the conditioning, the body conditioning, to be able to sit comfortably cross-legged on the floor. Now, in my case, I've even been doing yoga for a number of years, but because of injuries in my earlier life, I'm still a little bit stiff and awkward. But I find it much more comfortable to sit in a nice, comfortable chair. So we've looked at understanding the real reasons why we want to meditate, making sure that we can commit to the time every day. If you miss the odd day, don't get too hung up on it. That happens occasionally, but at least you made the commitment that you're going to do it every day. So you've got the same time in the same place. Now they're really the essential basics. If you know why and you commit to the time, and then you just get into the practice. Now on that point, there's just one little thing. It doesn't matter what style of meditation you do. Any style of meditation is preferable to no style of meditation. Now for the purposes of what I wanted to cover today, I'm going to leave it there, and we might look at some other things on another time. Thank you for your time. Bye.